Are relative changes additive? If we think about this in terms of absolute change, if you take away $5 from someone and then give that $5 back, you're exactly where you started, right? So if you steal $5 from your sister and then you give her $5 back, you're exactly even. However, if you take away 20% of a value, that, right, so you take 20% of a reference value, and then you give 20% back of the existing, we have a new reference value. Are you in the same place? So remember, relative change talks about a reference. So let's look at this. Times are hard. So everyone at the small company you work for has been given a 10% cut in pay with the promise of a 10% increase when profits improve. So let's suppose you're currently earning $15 an hour. If there's a 10% decrease, how much will your reduced hourly pay be? A couple different ways we can do this, but if I say, okay, a 10% decrease, well, what is 10% of $15? Well, that's a $1.50 reduction. So if I would say, okay, I was earning $15 an hour, we're taking away $1.50, my new hourly rate is $13.50 per hour. Okay, now we say, okay, you're earning $13.50 an hour for a while, and then we have a 10% pay increase. So we say, okay, you're earning $13.50. Now we're going to give you a 10% increase. Well, what's 10% of $13.50? Well, that's a $1.35 increase. So if I was earning $13.50 and I'm getting a $1.35 increase, I am now earning $14.85 an hour. So is that back to where I started? And the answer is no. The difference is all about the reference, right? In the first piece, our reference was $15, and in the second time, our reference was $13.50. So every time your reference value changes, the percent is going to be impacted as well. So that's one thing you have to be mindful of. So if they say, we're going to take 10% off, we'll give you 10% back later, you say, no. If you take 10% back, 10% now, I want that dollar amount back later. That way you make sure you end up back where you started, because otherwise you're missing out on 15 cents an hour, and at 40 hours a week over the course of years, that adds up. And that all, think about that for every employee for this company, they're saving a lot of money doing that. Okay, let's look at scenario 2 here. You've been promised a raise of 40% with a new promotion. You have the option of getting the entire raise right now or getting it in installments over the next 4 quarters at 10% per quarter. Which option should you choose? Now, I'm all about like a numerical piece here, and I like to use easy numbers. So let's just say that you're currently earning $10. I don't care if it's $10 an hour or $10 total. Let's just use that as the current, right? Just easy numbers so we can look at this. So the first one says you're going to get a 40% raise right now. Well, how much more are you going to earn? So if we say I'm earning 10, I'm going to get a 40% raise, which is 0.4. That means I'm getting a $4 raise. So right now I'll be earning 10 plus 4, which is $14. That's starting today and just taking on. Sounds pretty good. I'll take it. Okay, so if we go by quarter, in the first quarter, I would get a 10% raise. So 10 times 0.1 gives me 1. So I'm going to get a $1 increase. So I'm going to start earning 10 plus 1, which is $11. So for the first quarter, you're making $11 an hour. Then quarter number 2 comes along, and you're making $11, but now you're going to get another 10% raise. So now your raise is $1.10. So $11 plus my raise of $1.10, and now I'm making $12.10. So for the second quarter, you're making $12.10. For the third quarter, we'll take our $12.10 and multiply by a tenth, and now my raise is $1.21. So I take my $12.10, I add my $1.21, and now I'm earning $13.31. So for the third quarter, I'm earning $13.31. And then the fourth quarter comes around and I take my $13.31 times my last raise and I get $1.33. So I would take my $13.31 plus $1.33, and finally for the fourth quarter I'm earning $14.66. 7, 4, 1. Oh my gosh, I can't add. This should be a 4, right? Because that's a 1 and a 3. Okay, so 1464. So for the fourth quarter, you can see, hopefully you can see, that in the first option, you're making $14 an hour starting on day one. And in the second option, you're going to make 64 more cents, let's just say per hour, if you'd like, but it's not until the fourth quarter. So you have to think about long term. Are you quitting this job in a year? If so, take the 14 up front. So this is short term. If you're like, yeah, I'm only going to be here for 6 more months, great, then take the 14 and run. If you're like, this is a place I want to retire, I'm going to be here forever, this is the better long-term option because you're going to earn more over time. So when you're looking at these options, you really have to pay attention. Are you looking short-term? Are you looking long-term? And how do those two impact each other? So hopefully that helps in talking about our relative changes, additive, because as you can see here, they are not. Both of these are a 40% increase, but one is all at once, where the reference is just 10. And you can see in our second example, the reference value changes each time. If the reference value changes, that's going to change your total answer.